Hey, Sock Puppet Stace.
Hey! I didn't know you were going to be here.
Of course, to introduce Snaggletooth's newest feature, Satanic Sock Theater.
Intriguing. What are we supposed to talk about?
Well, I just happen to have a copy of the legendary History of Extreme Metal, Albert Mudrian's Choosing Death. I thought we'd read a little.
Okay, what part are we going to read?
Well, there's a very interesting section about Earache's label owner signing some bands to major labels without their consent or knowledge. How about that?
Okay. We thought the Earache-Columbia collaboration was the kiss of death for Earache, and we weren't extremely happy about it, says Bolt Thrower bassist Joe Bench. When major labels get involved in a scene, they usually end up killing it. Luckily, Bolt Thrower weren't dragged down in it. The Columbia marketing team knew these artists had significant fan bases upon which to build. Slick videos and aggressive advertising campaigns would help, but to reach beyond the underground death metal disciples, they would need to work more exotic angles. Entombed had already determined that Wolverine Blues would be the title of their next LP, so Josh Sarabin contacted Marvel Comics attempting to tie in with the record and one of Marvel's most popular characters, Wolverine. To their astonishment, Marvel agreed, not only allowing the label to use an image of Wolverine on the initial pressing of the record cover, but also permitting a lavish, partially animated video to be filmed featuring Wolverine for the LP's title track. Not everyone, however, was overjoyed with the turn of events.
It was like we were run over by a tank or something, recalls Entombed drummer Nick Anderson. We had nothing to say about it. The actual song was taken from a James Ellroy book about this killer that was obsessed with the animal, the Wolverine. And Sony was like, oh, the Wolverine from Marvel Comics. None of us had ever read it. But they came up with this great marketing idea that they should include the comic and the video. We were like, is this a good idea? For Carcass's impending Heartwork album, the label commissioned prestigious artist H.R. Geiger to provide a cast aluminum sculpture for the album's cover. Similarly, Columbia hired high-profile artist Antonio Serrano to direct the promotional video for the first single that would become Godflesh's more rock-oriented Selfless LP. Although the arresting clip for Crush My Soul cost over $75,000 to film, the powerful religious imagery was deemed too offensive by MTV, and the video was never shown on the channel. Kind of reminds me of what happened with Atlantic Records in the 80s.
So what did they do?
Their marketing ideas sabotaged the band's careers, basically. Like they signed Raven and came up with the ridiculous athletic rock image where they were all wearing silver hockey outfits and shin guards on the album covers. They looked ridiculous. The one album had a cover of Steve Winwood's Give Me Some Lovin' on it.
Oh, that's not a good look at all.
Loudness, too. They tried to hone their image to something like the Scorpions, but they were just too heavy. So they became too slick for their old fans and too extreme for new ones.
The genius of sales.
Oh, sorry your eye fell off. I hate when that happens.
Bummer. Makeup!